Hello, I'm the Free Leaguer, and in this channel we talk about anything and everything to do with Free League games. This time I am going to take a look at the Vaesen starter set. I absolutely love starter sets, and Free League has done some absolutely cracking ones with Blade Runner and the Forbidden Lands campaigns. Now, I have already read Vaesen very much. I have played Vaesen very much, but I have no idea what's inside this starter set. Is it going to be worth the amount of money that you have to pay to get your hands on it? Well, stick around and find out. One thing I truly enjoy about Vaesen is that it is a real horror game. Even though the illustration and the theme may make it feel like it's going to be a fluffy game, it is nothing like that at all. Vaesen, it's an absolutely gorgeous game. The cover is perfect, absolutely perfect. It's a supernatural creature that is looking at us menacing, and because it's a humanoid, we can sense that that creature is somebody that we could talk to and with. Whether we would be better off doing it or not remains to be seen, but it's definitely saying, yeah, Fuffle, yeah, come with me. The back of the box is showing out exactly what we're going to be finding inside. It gives us a little bit of fluff flavor of what the game is all about and a list of the components. It is beautifully laid out. There is space for absolutely everything, and it is very easy to read, which is great. Now let's take a look at what we can find inside and see if it's worth it or if it's better to just get the book. Okie doke. So the cardboard is pretty good actually, and this is going to be good enough to hold an awful lot of the game components, including your character sheets that may come later, handouts or whatever. That's why I love boxes, not just because I started playing at the time where pretty much any role-playing game was a box. So, okay, dice. We get specific dice because Vaesen uses the Year Zero engine, and these dice, they are engraved, which is good, and we get specific sign for the 6, and then just the standard, 1, nothing. They feel weighty, which is very nice, and there are enough dice in here to be able to roll pretty much anything, so that's very good. And just if you haven't played the Year Zero engine, I like it very much because you roll all the die and you only need 1 6. 1 6 is a success. That's it. You've done everything you needed. Then we get a set of cards, and these are the initiative cards. The way the initiative works in Vaesen is that you give away in secret a number to each player, and the GM also gets a number, and the players are going to act in order. Of course, because this is a role-playing game, they will be able to shift around and interchange, deciding who is going to be acting first, depending on when the GM is going to be acting also. I love this system. We get a silica gel, a games catalog. Study this because Free League has some great, seriously amazing game. So inside the box we get a getting started sort of sheet, which is very welcome, with other books that you can find, and considering that I have already read most of these, I can tell you they are excellent, every single one of them. Okay, rules. Surprisingly, this is stapled and not perfect bound, but then it is super thin. The illustration, I mean, Johan Egerkrans, I think it's pronounced like that. I am so sorry if it's not, I apologize. He is such an absolutely fantastic artist. And he has this absolutely magical ability to create these illustrations that may have this naive kind of trace to them, and if you look at them just at a glance you may not take them too seriously, but the expressions, the pose, the color, it's just there. It is very deceptive. His art is deceptive because you may think, oh, this is art for kiddies. Anything bad. It is brilliant. You get the contents. The layout is exactly the same as in the core rulebook, which is very good. Same illustrations. A very quick way of creating characters, which is absolutely brilliant. I love that even though this is just a few pages, they still take the time, you know, to decide, oh, here it is, a whole page of one illustration alone. You know, this is something to be enjoyed visually, not just read. I love that. You know, they could have reduced this by 2 or 3 pages by getting rid of the illustrations, but no, this is meant to be also a beautiful product to behold, which I love. Then we have another book, also very thin, The Haunting of Castle Gillenkreutz. Castle Gillenkreutz is the place where the players are going to set base. As investigators of the supernatural, this is where they are going to be living. And one of the things about Vaesen that I like very much, just like in Forbidden Lands, is that you're going to be growing the map of this castle as you go through. This is going to be your fortress, and where you're going to be investing an awful lot of the downtime between adventures and make it grow so you can have more resources that you can use in further adventures. So it's not just that the characters level up in their abilities, but their surroundings also level up, and I absolutely love that. It gives a sense of, oh, look at that, oh, love that, love that, look at that map. That who wouldn't want to live here? There's plenty of things to do in the castle. It's absolutely beautiful. Love it. Love it. Absolutely good. Who's the cartographer, by the way? Cartography. Maps. Tobias Tranel. Mariano Paisanheimer. I know. He's a absolutely brilliant designer. Love his work. So anyway, now I don't know what this is. Codex Occultum. I've never seen this before, so I don't know. Ooh, the society's flavor. So this is the bestiary. I love this. This is the bestiary. And don't get me wrong, you can find this in the core rulebook, but doing it like this, as some sort of diary that you can fill out, that you are making up as you find Vaesen, is absolutely gorgeous. Such a nice touch. Love it. Then we have a few 8 sheets for the players, which is nice. These are printed in thicker. This is not paper. This is a kind of cardboardish, which is very cool, so everybody can have an idea as to what they're going to be doing, up to 5 players, and I wouldn't recommend to play this game with more than that. And then is when we get some handouts. This is so good. I'm not going to show you a lot of this because I don't want to spoil anything. And last but not least, we get some pre-made characters. We get 5 of them, with everything already laid out for us, so we can start playing very quickly. You can play Otto Ninstrom. Should you want to play somebody that looks like that, I wouldn't. It looks like kind of weird, but here we are. Your first players, your characters already done, and then we have maps. We have a map of Castle Gillenkreutz, and you can tell by the smile in my face that this makes me super happy. This looks absolutely glorious and I really love it. I mean, this could be a real size map and I will also love it. I would love it even more than now. But this is so cool. Very cool. And then a map of the Mythic North, which I also very much appreciate, because this map does one thing very well, and is that apart from the fact that it's showing you where you're going to be playing, give or take, but it also gives you so many places where you could go to have your adventures. And why is this good? Because let's admit it, unless you live in the area or have a particular interest, we are not going to be very well versed in the geography of the North European countries. I am not. So having this means this is telling me this is not a barren land. You know, we think about snow and never-ending winters. This is not a barren land where going from one place to the other is impossible and nobody's been there before. This is telling you exactly the opposite. So for me, this is like an invitation to explore other places that I couldn't even think existed before. Yeah, call me an ignorant fool. What can I say? And this is Uppsala, which I thought at the beginning that it was a fictional place. It is not. Uppsala really exists. And the University of Uppsala, if you want to look this up, actually has a very good degree on game design. And there are some absolutely fantastic books coming out of the Uppsala University on gaming, especially on live role-playing games. So take a look at that. This is not disappointing at all. And if you're looking into a horror, truly horrific game that will creep you out whilst keeping a very, very firm foot in real folklore and traditions, you must try Vaesen. Trust me, you are not going to regret it. I'm still to meet somebody who disliked the game. Yeah, I know people who think the game needs something else, there are some things that could be repaired. I'm not going to go into that because the spirit of the game, the storytelling that you can tell with it, and all the things that you can do with this box, definitely there. So once again, as usual, because they never disappoint, Free League has done it, and it's got me even more excited to play Vaesen next week with my new group of players. Until the next time, I am Paco Garcia, your Free Leaguer, and I would love to hear what you have to say about Vaesen. What are your favorite resources on the game? And if you're going to try it or have any questions, please let me know, and I will be delighted to answer them.